down, Canyon.
The 90s were a golden era for sci-fi, with blockbusters like The Matrix and Jurassic Park dominating the scene. But beyond the big names, there were some lesser-known gems that flew under the radar. If you're a sci-fi fan looking to dig a little deeper, here are 11 hidden 90s sci-fi movies that are definitely worth your time. Directed by Chris Roberts, Wing Commander is a sci-fi flick that might just surprise you. Yes, it's based on a video game, but it's packed with visual flair and tactical elements fans will recognize, like torpedoes and bombers. Sure, the plot might be a bit thin, but the movie more than makes up for it with solid performances, moody set design, and some seriously intense battle scenes. Matthew Lillard is a standout as First Lieutenant Todd Maniac Marshall, and if you only know him from Scream or Scooby-Doo, you're in for a treat. Directed by John Bruno, Virus is a sci-fi horror flick that really knows how to deliver when it comes to special effects and an intriguing premise. Sure, the film isn't bursting with originality or depth, but its fast pace, energetic direction, and some seriously impressive explosions make it worth your time. Throw in the talents of Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Sutherland, along with David Egby's striking cinematography and Joel McNeely's fitting score, and you've got yourself a film that any horror and robot fan should check out. Directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, Soldier is one of those hidden gems you probably missed, but absolutely shouldn't have. The action is top tier, and Kurt Russell delivers an unforgettable performance, speaking volumes with just a glance, despite having almost no dialogue. The movie also scores high on the production front, with killer set designs, costumes, and props. And here's a fun tidbit. Those snakes slithering around, real Thai vipers, with their mouths stitched shut for safety. The plot revolves around John Canyon, one of the last independent space transport entrepreneurs. Rough times force him to carry suspicious cargo to Earth, no questions asked. However, during the flight, the cargo turns out to be a horde of relentless and deadly biomechanical warriors. Director Stuart Gordon's Space Truckers is an absurd yet funny sci-fi comedy. The film features an amazing cast, including Dennis Hopper and Charles Dance. If you watch this movie with zero expectations, you're in for a pleasant surprise.
Geez, I've never seen trailers like these before. They look,
creepy.
In a desolate, post-apocalyptic wasteland, a nomadic scavenger stumbles upon a buried robot and hawks it to a junk dealer. Things take a wild turn when the head powers up on its own, sucks the apartment dry of electricity, and starts putting itself back together. Directed by Richard Stanley, Hardware is a low-budget gem that nails the dystopian vibe. The film's slow burn is a masterclass in tension, and it even throws in cameos from the likes of Motorhead's Lemmy, Iggy Pop, and Carl McCoy. If dystopian sci-fi is your thing, this one's a must-see. Rebecca Buck, aka Tank Girl, teams up with Jet Girl and the Rippers to overthrow the tyrannical Water and Power Corporation that controls the planet's last water supply. Based on a British comic series, the film oozes 90s grunge with its wild visuals, quirky humor, and a memorable Cole Porter musical number. Laurie Petty shines as the rebellious Tank Girl, backed by strong performances from Naomi Watts and Malcolm McDowell. The film's quirky production included a tank from Peru and a near casting of Spice Girls members. Despite its box office performance, it's a cult classic that's worth your time.
My. Talented, isn't she?
Hi! Feeling a little inadequate?
Set in 2022, ex-Marine John Robbins is sent to a brutal prison island where two factions, one evil, one peaceful, battle for control. Directed by Martin Campbell, this fast-paced sci-fi action film stars Ray Liotta as the determined Robbins and Stuart Wilson as the villainous Marek. The movie, based loosely on the penal colony, explores survival in a dystopian future. Shot in Queensland, Australia, its stunning cinematography adds to the tension. With an all-male cast and intense action, this underrated film is a hidden gem worth discovering. Based on true events, this sci-fi mystery recreates the eerie events of November 5, 1975, when logger Travis Walton encounters a UFO in Snowflake, Arizona. After being struck by a beam of light, Walton disappears for 5 days, only to return traumatized and with fragmented memories of an alien abduction. The film's final 30 minutes, showcasing Walton's harrowing ordeal, are particularly intense, with special effects by the team behind The Matrix. In a dystopian future where having more than one child is illegal, John Henry Brennick and his pregnant wife are caught trying to flee to Mexico and are imprisoned in a high-tech facility called The Fortress. Directed by Stuart Gordon, this sci-fi action film is packed with relentless action, imaginative sequences, and solid performances, led by Christopher Lambert. The prison is controlled by advanced technology, adding layers of suspense to Brennick's escape plan. In 2038, Earth's resources are nearly depleted, leading to corporate wars over distant mining planets. Prisoners are sent to defend a mining station, with undercover agent Felix Stone investigating mysterious shuttle disappearances. Directed by Roland Emmerich, Moon 44 stands out for its convincing outer space visuals and engaging drama. Despite its gritty tone, the film's special effects and set design make it a worthwhile watch. 50 years after a nuclear war, two superpowers resolve territorial disputes by using giant robots to fight in official matches. The robots are piloted by men known as robot jocks. The plot centers on Achilles, one of the pilots, and his fight for the state of Alaska. Directed by Stuart Gordon, Robot Jocks is a post-apocalyptic sci-fi film that doesn't try to be anything other than what it is, making it a pleasurable viewing experience. The plot is original, the musical score is impressive, and the robot fights are not to be missed.
Challenge you!
I do not fight two bees.
You will. Next week. It'll be me.
Better hope not. I will make your death interesting.